Can we be a lantern through the dark? You can hold on to me. You can hold on to me. When the waters get rough, I will not give you up. You can hold on to me. You can hold on to me. 'Cause you're perfect, you are, don't you get it? You're all I need. Hold on to me. You can hold on to me. When the waters get rough, I will not give you up. You can hold on to me. You can hold on to me. 'Cause you're perfect, you are, don't you get it? You're all I need. You're all I need. Don't you get it?
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, I'm so excited to be here.
I just love you. So I have to admit to the whole world right now that that whole thing I copied from Suzanne. The only thing I changed was the name. Did it look familiar, the little slideshow?
No, because Brittany, my daughter, does all my graphics, but I'm sitting here going, oh my God, she visited my Facebook page.
I did.
Totally recognize some of those pictures. Like, I didn't send her those. She got those on Facebook.
I know. I did. I pulled it from Facebook. I had actually made it and then was like, oh, I think she sent me some. Oh, well, I already made it. So she's getting the ones I picked. I love the throwback picture. You and Dave. I love the
You want
throwback
it,
picture.
the 80s, like,
The big
hair.
I loved it. So beautiful. Well, everyone, this is my gorgeous, gorgeous friend, Suzanne Riggs. And I feel I don't even like calling you a friend. You really are. And in the little promo I put on my YouTube, it was meet my sister from another mister. Because you
so
are.
true.
You are. You got to tell everybody how we met. How we met. Tell them.
Oh my goodness. So I'm trying to keep things short, but when I get together with you, I'm like, oh my goodness. So Bree and I both fought super hard to get into this really special class for leadership. Like, we fought hard. I mean, there were tears. It was crazy. Yes. So both of us have last minute invites because we begged, let's be real. And so I didn't know Bree and Bree didn't know me, but we had friends in common. And I'm like, can you room with me? Will you room with me? And she's like, would you room with me? I'm like, yes, please, let's do this. And so we roomed at this crazy hotel that had no closet, super dark lighting, a king bed. Like, hello, you're going to be friends fast. And I was super nervous because if you notice, my background is construction. This makeup thing is all learned. And I only saw Brie with her pictures on Facebook, and she looks like model from LA. Hello. And so it was so amazing how much we have in common, our sense of humor, our just roll with it, just everything. We are true West Coasty besties.
That's right. And with our group of friends, we're the only ones on the West Coast always.
Yes. And they are always schedule these events, and it's super early for us, and we're like tired, and they all look fresh and fabulous, and we're all like but that's how we've been fast friends ever since.
Like inseparable. Once you share a king size bed in a room with someone, and I feel like we had somebody else the first night stay with us.
We did. All of a sudden you said, so and her offspring need a place to crash. Are you okay with that? I'm like, I guess. And we had 3 in the king bed and 1 on a little rollaway. I'm like, we be crazy.
That's right. We did. We squished a lot of people in the first night. Then they left, and it was just us for the rest. That's
why we thought we had so much room after that. I'm like, wow.
No, we didn't have the spoon. Suzanne has literally become one of my dearest friends. You are, oh man, at the beginning of virtual, You and Brittany are tech geniuses. You saved us. We were all like in your ear, in your face, like, help us figure out this technology thing. And you really were a catalyst for so many people that you helped directly, but also many people that I've helped don't realize that so much of what we did was because of what you and Brittany taught us that first month, March of 2020. You just came out the gate. You're so creative. You're so resourceful. Just love it. Love it. Joyce said, who snored? I always complain about people snore. And I was just told, I just went to Austin again for the first time since when you and I went this past week. And my roommate told me I snored.
Oh my goodness. I don't remember you snoring. And
I think I snore now post COVID after I put on my COVID-19 plus.
yeah, Dave informed me after I got this device from the dentist that I wear, because it's a long story, but anyway, it prevents snoring. He goes, oh yeah, you used to like stop breathing in your sleep. I'm like, thanks for telling me after I get the thing. Like, really?
And how long have you been married?
36 years. My hair has got to come down, you guys. It's coming out.
It was so cute. You didn't like it?
It won't stay, and it keeps falling.
Oh my gosh. We haven't even gotten to question number 1 on the list.
We'll see if I can get it back up there. You're all going to be like, I don't know, what was that with that girl? You guys, if you saw by the pictures, I'm not quite used to long hair, and I have really thick hair, so I got the wrong kind of barrette to keep this puppy in, and now I'm making it cray.
So how long have you been in Mary Kay? Because you've been in before I was. I've been in
25 years. So
25. You got me beat by 3 years. 3 years.
I signed up the day after I was born.
They allowed that back then. So
exactly.
What have been some of your highlights of your career? Some of your funniest moments, favorite moments, something.
Oh my goodness, I have so many. So I'll save one of my favorite moments for another question, because I think they tie together. But so funny moments. I'm the reason there's these big signs that when you go to a seminar that say, ladies, please pick up your dress before you get on the escalator, because I got my ball gown caught in the escalator. No one was around. Everyone had already gone. I was with an older friend and we walked real slow. So it was just her and I. And I stepped on the escalator and all of a sudden I'm like, Wanda, my dress is caught in the escalator. And it's just eating my dress. It's like this tool kind of thing. And I am like, and we are both tugging on it. Like, she's got it. I've got it. All this fabric. And we're like, right? And it's not coming. Nothing. It's just like sucking into the escalator. And so I am yelling at her, rip it. Nothing is happening. And so I've got my hand right here where the zipper is. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it's gonna happen. And you guys, out of nowhere comes this bald security guy, like running, like, you guys are all too young, but if you ever watched $6 Million Man, it was like, it like comes running and he grabs my dress and rips it down the escalator. I get thrown back, right? So then I've got all this like tool that's been ripped. So I like take it, I literally take it and go like this and wrap it around my hand. So then I'm like this with my hand with my extra fabric. And Dave was catching us a cab. So Dave's with one of my offspring and the cab, they're like, where have you guys been? And as I'm walking toward him, he goes, what did you do now?
So this is before you even got to cross stage that night. This was like at the beginning of the night.
This was after, thank God.
Oh, good. It was after. Okay.
It was the night I was Miss Go Give on the stage. So here I am, Miss Go Give, so pretty. Like the prettiest gown I've probably ever had. Never got to wear that puppy twice. So then the funniest thing was, though, of course, everybody heard the story because my offspring was there and she saw it, and the older lady was there and she saw it. And so we go to seminar the next year, and the bus pulls up, and you know how quiet it is in the morning at seminar. It's all so quiet, not like chit chat. We get off the bus, and everybody sees that sign. My whole unit's with me, and they roar in laughter. Roar! They're like, "Oh my god!" And so then they have me stand next to this huge sign that says, "It's huge," and it's right by the escalator. And my husband didn't come with me that year. I texted him the picture. He goes, "Hun, that's so like Mary Kay. Just one person does something, and they try and protect everyone now."
That means that security guard told.
Oh yeah, he probably had to write some dumb report. Like, let's be clear.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's not what you were expecting, was it?
No, I was not expecting that at all. My cheeks hurt. You guys, this was literally the whole week that we were in Austin when we first met, was stories like this. My face is hot and my cheeks hurt. Okay, so tell us about this picture here. So first, tell them what you did before you decided to become an entrepreneur, and then tell us a little bit about this picture.
Okay, so prior to Mary Kay, I worked many jobs. I had worked for an insurance company. I had worked for a retail store, but I always go back to construction because my dad owns an excavation company and my husband is a union carpenter, and that's my comfort zone. Don't we always go back to our comfort zone or school? Like when things aren't working, we either go back to our comfort zone or school. Well, my comfort zone happens to be this picture right here. So, Dave talked to me, and I was a flagger. I did the books for my dad. I delivered fuel to excavation equipment. So I had a fuel truck that I drove. This is how my dad talked me into it. My son was 4 at the time. He's like, "Hun, you'll get the fuel faster than anybody else because you can take the carpool lane because you have a kid."
The kid was going with you to pick up the fuel.
Yeah. So we get fuel in the tank, and then I climb up on the excavator fuel. And I was so shy back then that I purposely delivered fuel at lunchtime so I wouldn't have to talk to the crew. That's how shy I was. Okay. So anyway, I was also a flagger. I set up like traffic control and cones and stood with a slow stop sign and all that. And that year that I came into Mary Kay, 2 flaggers had been killed in Washington State because they've been run over by dump trucks. Because when you're standing with your back to the crew, you hear beep, beep, beep all the time. You don't realize there's a truck right behind you. So Dave was adamant that I was going to get out of what I was doing. And he thought it was a great idea that I start Mary Kay because I love the product. And I thought he was crazy. The pink, really. The pink box, these girls get excited about lip gloss. There's no way. So anyway, that's how I came into Mary Kay because Dave challenged me. And you know, when you tell a woman she can't do something, she's going to do it. So, because he was like, "Maybe you can't then." I'm like, "Okay, maybe I
can." He knows how to motivate you. After all those years together, he knows how to motivate you.
Exactly. You may not have told me I was snoring, but he knows how to motivate me. So anyway,
what's worse is it wasn't the snoring, it's that you stopped breathing and he didn't tell you. You could have died.
We'll have him back for a pink table talk.
We will. Everybody loves. Who doesn't love Dave though? Everybody loves Dave. He's the life of the party. We all love Dave. He's the most outgoing of everybody.
This is Dave's face whenever we're with people. When we're at seminar, when we're on vacation, he has this face all the time. Every picture. Like, where are we going? What are we doing? Yeah. So anywho, this picture is actually recent. So just prior COVID, January 2020, I got scaffolding certified. So as Jehovah's Witnesses, we go around and we maintain Kingdom Hall properties. We build things. We serve where disaster relief has happened. So Dave and I served in Paradise, California after the fires. We helped people repair their homes and rebuild homes. And oh, I could go on and on. Dave spent 2 months in Puerto Rico. He spent a month in the
Wow.
Bahamas. It's our joy, and I could talk about it all night. But this is my picture with my crew when I got scaffolding certified, so I can yeah, construct and disassemble scaffolding. And so, yep, I
Wow.
wear the harness. I did the whole thing, and so yeah, I'm actually on a project in June doing scaffolding.
So you're able to do your business, and I know you're involved in volunteer ministry and do these projects where you travel over for disaster relief, rebuilding projects, and all of that.
Yep.
Love that. Okay. So everybody's lighting up the chat with their background. Because I love that you said you either go back to your comfort zone or go back to school, one or the other. So I thought it'd be interesting to see what everybody else's background is and what careers they currently have or had before, if they are an entrepreneur. So my second question. Oh, before we get into second question, let's talk about your new favorite product that you've lost already.
Okay, so by the way, I'm super, super excited. Like, I was excited when I read it in the memo that we were going to get an instant puffiness reducer because I have allergies and I have puffy eyes. Like, you can see it right now. I have puffy eyes and I'm so mad. Quit
I
showing
don't
me
have
that.
puffy eyes today.
So as soon as it came, I pull it out of the box. I put it on. It works. It's amazing. And now I can't find that thing. So we live in a house, a multi-generational family. And I just haven't had time to look for it. I am sure I put it in a safe location that I cannot remember, but I am dying to get my instant puffiness reducer because this stuff works.
Okay, what do we love about this stuff? If you've already heard about it, light up the chat. Me and Suzanne are directors, so we get it early. So I think we've had it. Has it been 2 weeks yet that we've had it?
Yes.
We've had for 2 weeks. So this is my friend Claire. You can see she says it's her maiden name, Asiaga. She's like, this is the Asiaga trait. We all have these puffy, baggy eyes. Look at this, you guys. 30 minutes later, 15-minute mark, definitely see there's, but look at the 30-minute mark. So we just have been having our friends send us in tons and tons of before and after pictures. This stuff works so fast. It's $35. You get it today and it works for 6 hours. It's instant. It works. You pat it, don't rub. You just pat it, and it's only for under the eye, no other part of the face. And your consultant will make sure you get instructions. But we're doing a special today. It literally just launched today. Today we get to order it. You can't even find it on our websites. I don't think it's even going to be up on our websites till next month. But all the consultants, we got to do pre-orders today. And so we're doing a buy one, get one half off. Because once you get one, you're going to want two. And with the
Clearly,
supply
I
chain,
needed to.
you need it too in case you lost one. With the supply chain issues that have been happening globally for all companies, I'm telling my clients, make sure you get two because you just don't want one to get back ordered and we run out and then we don't have it. This is my friend Maggie, who I was just in Austin with. Look at that. Isn't that crazy?
It's amazing.
It's
it works,
15
people.
to 20 minutes. It's done. Bam.
Yeah.
Just amazing. Love it. All right. So drop in the comments. You want the deal. If you want the deal, oh, look at this. We're getting all the stuff. Oh, mine is coming tomorrow. I want the deal. Can't wait. Love it. Add it. Joyce, who just ordered from me right before, she's like, add it to my order. I love it. Okay. Question number 2, why everyone's still lighting up the comments and shopping. Oh, I forgot. Did I tell them how much it was or did I not tell them? Suzanne?
You didn't.
I did. It's $35, you guys. And you use, it's very specific. You use a grain of rice or less because a little goes a long way. A lot does not work with this because it'll just sit on top of your skin. A grain of rice will do bam, 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 right there. Done. That's all you need. This little tube will last you quite a while. $35. All right. So question number 2. Man, we are running behind. How have you grown as a woman by being an entrepreneur?
I could also talk about this all night, so I will try and keep it short. But prior to Mary Kate, like one time we were at a guest event and somebody asked Dave, what do you enjoy most about your wife's Mary Kay business? I had no idea what he was going to say, you guys, because he obviously says some interesting things sometimes. And so he goes, clearly, he says, I definitely love the cars and cash, but you could keep those for what I see in Suzanne. she is now a confident woman, and she was not confident before Mary Kay. So my husband is 100% extrovert. He doesn't even understand introvert, and I'm 82% introvert. So you can imagine when we went to social gatherings, what the climate was like.
And we go to a lot of social gatherings.
We do. And so now I am confident. I go with him. I talk to my own people. I'm not like depending upon him. It's just amazing. And we have 2 children. Our daughter's the oldest, and she's like a combination of Dave and I. She has a little bit of both. But our son is introverted like me, but times 10. And I was at a Mary Kay event, and they said, what you see in yourself, you will see in your children to a greater degree. And I thought, oh my goodness, I've got to figure this out, because I don't want my son not to have the ability to speak up for himself, right? So I'm definitely still introverted. Introverted just means I got to be alone to recharge. I get drained by being around people. It doesn't mean I don't love people. It just means I need to be alone. And Dave's the opposite. Like, he gets super depressed if he's not around people. And when he's around people, he's just like fun guy, right? So that's clearly an extrovert. But a good example is prior to Mary Kay, I would go shopping, and if they didn't have what I was looking for, I would just leave, because I didn't want to ask the person, right?
Yes, I've been there.
Okay, so my daughter at the time was 9. This was just before I signed up. And she would get so mad. She would grab whatever I had and she'd say, what do you want? And I'd say, yeah, I'm like, what do you? And she, the 9-year-old, would walk up to the counter and go, do you have this? And da. I'm like, really? So I think that kind of helped me make the decision that I have got to do something that will stretch my comfort zone. And you can't stretch this construction introvert girl bigger than Mary Kay. Seriously, It was women, it was makeup, it was sales, it was everything I knew nothing about. And I think that turned out to be, you know how your weakness can become your strength. I think that helped me, because I didn't come in thinking I knew anything. And so I was a very good student. I test high in learner. And so I was willing to learn, and I wanted to change. And because a lot of people say, how can you come into Mary Kay and now be this confident person? Well, this is 25 years of growth. And Mary Kay allowed me to do it at my pace. So an example is, sometimes you're trying to stretch your comfort zone. And have you ever stretched a rubber band where you stretch it too far and now it won't? Right? That can sometimes happen out in the world when people are trying to stretch your comfort zone, get you to do something outside of what you're comfortable with. Whereas Mary Kay, it's just a little bit at a time. And so pretty soon I was doing things I never thought I would be capable of. Public speaking, being on here with you, leading events, talking about skincare and makeup, putting on makeup, all of these things, traveling on my own. All of this was just a gift from Mary Kay.
I love it. Okay. So I have another picture that I didn't even tell you I was going to do. Again,
That's all
I
right.
did tell you the last one.
I can handle it.
And then we got to get to the last question so we can finish on time. This is one of my all-time favorite moments of yours. Tell us about this picture. And this happened during COVID, didn't it? Yes.
It did.
Tell us about this picture, this moment, briefly, 1 minute or 2 minutes or less.
All right. Just so you know, I was going for Cadillac. So Dave knew I was going for Cadillac. He didn't know. He had actually forgotten that the Chevy Colorado was a option for about a year in Mary Kay. It isn't anymore, but this particular year, 2020, it was an option. Well, we had an Equinox, and we requalify for a car every 2 years. So he knew I was in requalification, and he knew I missed Cadillac. So he just thought we were getting another Equinox. And let me tell you, this man's so spoiled, because when I said I got to go pick up my new car, he was just like nonchalant about it. Like, all right. And
he's so used after 30 years of free cars. He's like, no big deal. You're picking up another free car.
Exactly. So we get there and he's not even paying attention because Brittany got there ahead of time. She put the bow on the truck and he's not even paying attention. So, and Brittany's filming and we're thinking, oh my goodness, it's a dud. What are we going to do? Like, we're trying to go live with this thing. And he's just like, yada, yada, another car, right? And the salesman, he says to Dave, he goes, pretty nice gift, huh? And he goes, what? And then he turns and he looks, and you guys, oh my goodness, he just starts laughing and he did his little dance and he kissed me and I so yeah, and it is our Mary Kay vehicle. It says Mary Kay on it. They pay our lease payment. He gets to drive it. He's insured on it. They pay our tabs and our license, which is a big deal in Washington State. It was $400 for those tabs this year, and Mary Kay paid the bill. Yes, so he loves a Chevy Colorado. It is 4 doors.
So it's a 4-door truck.
Yes.
For those who don't know what a Colorado is, because I didn't know what one was until Mary Kay said.
Yep. And so we share a vehicle, and oftentimes I have to call him and be like, could you bring my truck back so I can make some deliveries?
I love it. I love it. We were watching that live because you had told us, like you had told all of us, don't tell Dave, but he doesn't know he's getting the truck. And so we were all watching that Facebook live so we could see that moment.
Thank goodness Brittany edited the video so it doesn't look like there's this long delay of him not having a clue.
So what is next for you, Suzanne? What's next? You've done so much in your career. You've really, I've seen just in the short period of time that we've been friends, which I think it's been about 4 years or so.
Yeah.
You've grown even in this, like I have myself. What's next for you? What's on the horizon?
Well, David got to retire at 55 and he is now, how old is he? 61. I think so. 60 or 61. I think he's going to be 61. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm like, woo! So he is also, of course, part of this volunteer construction work. So we want to go more full time with that, but still accomplishing a whole lot in Mary Kay, right? And isn't it cool that I don't have to make a choice? I can manage both, and I'm so grateful for that. And so right now our unit is very focused on earning that Cadillac. And that's the other thing I got to say about Mary Kay. Because when I worked in the corporate world, if you messed up and you didn't make it, you didn't get another chance. Mm-hmm. And in Mary Kay, you know, obviously Dave's driving the truck. We didn't do the Cadillac that year. And a few years have gone by, but they like called me last week and they're like, where are you at? And what can we do? And how can we help you? And I just think that's like the coolest thing. So Cadillac. And then, of course, national sales director is definitely on our horizon. And we are definitely growing our offspring. Going to have more sales directors. And when we debut, we'll be a senior national area because I have an offspring national already.
I love that, which is the highest, for those watching, it's the highest position in Mary Kay is national. You're going to be driving a pink Cadillac all the way to Ramapo, New York.
That's the goal. That's
so cool. Yeah. That is so cool. Well, we've got some fun events coming up, you guys. May 2nd. Make sure you get it. This is the Zoom. You can take a picture with your phone or get the link from your consultant. The ID is GOF Family, or you can type in all those numbers. But if you type in the word GOF Family, it comes up. Join us on Zoom for our summer launch. You see I've blurred out everything except the pedicure and the eye puff. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other fabulous products we're going to be talking about that are top secret until next Monday. So make sure you join us. If you're part of Suzanne's group, they will also be doing a summer launch. They'll have a fancy little presentation that I'll beg, borrow, and steal off of them. Mine will be basic, but we're going to have giveaways. We are going to do our last giveaway this year, last chance to do, to jump in here, give some comments, share what you loved about what Suzanne talked about, and I am going to have you share. I always do this. There's 5 top reasons that I have found in 22 years why women say yes to joining and starting their own Mary Kay business. Only $30 to get started. The freedom, being able to advance at your own pace, move up into leadership and be mentored as a leader, the adventure, new experiences, connecting with positive people, or the security of solid, stable income. Which was it for you? Why did you say yes?
Initially it was the security because my husband is a carpenter. He'd get laid off at any moment, and our financial picture was pretty unsecure.
Mhm.
But coming in, once I got involved with Mary Kay, I love that you can advance at your own pace. You're not waiting for someone's approval.
Mhm.
And I love the freedom of, I could never go work for someone else now because I love the freedom of working when I want, working as much as I want or as little as I want, and being able to control my income, control my growth, control all of that. So I have the say over what I'm going to achieve, or does that make sense?
Yep, makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. It becomes a little of it all because we understand it the more we're in it. So
Mhm.
start it for the security and stay for the
Yeah,
freedom.
I definitely, no lie, I came in for the money. I still pay the bills, and that's the thing, is my kids knew that my Mary Kay paid the bills, and so that's why I came in, and that's what I achieved. But through that process of needing that income, so much more came from that. I mean, my goodness, my friend Brie came from
I
that.
came from that. And we've had some funny moments. All right, we're going to do our giveaway, and tonight's winner is going to win.
Oh my goodness, I need to win that.
You do, because you lost yours. If we live
I'm
close.
gonna go find it as soon as I get off.
Do you have your samples? Just start using
Oh
your
no, I
samples.
have them right here.
Yeah, just start using your samples. Just keep, because I think a sample has like at least 4 or 5 uses
Oh,
out of it.
definitely.
Like a sample will take somebody a whole week. So if they have to wait for their stuff, get these samples out. All right. But you don't live close, so I'm not sharing. All right, somebody is going to win. So I'm rolling my wheel over here over the comments of all of our guests. And tonight's winner is Rosalinda. Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Congratulations. You are going to be the first customer in our GOF family to get to try this, because nobody has it. Directors are the only ones who've been able to have this. So congratulations. I know she's watching with her husband. I think her husband's name is Joe. She said they were cracking up at your story. I love you, love you, love you. If you've been thinking about doing your own Mary Kay business, let your beauty consultant know. I am going to drop here in the comments. We have a little video. If you've never filled it out, fill out the video. You can also get this link from your consultant. You automatically are going to get a free pair of hydrogel eye patches or a mini color kit of your choice. And just for filling out a survey and letting us know that you were on today. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being on. We've got lots of, oh, yep, Rosie's on. She said they were cracking up. Thank you, my beautiful friend. I appreciate and love you and adore you so much. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks at the next Pink Table Time.